In a time when the world was still young, when humankind lived in harmony with nature but feared the shadows lurking just beyond the firelight, a dark and ancient evil roamed the land. They were the first predators, the original hunters of the night. Vampires. Imagine a small Stone Age village, nestled at the edge of a vast, primeval forest. The people huddled together around a flickering fire, their faces etched with fear and uncertainty. They speak in hushed tones, sharing whispers of creatures that stalk the night, creatures that drink the blood of the living and walk among them unseen. They say these beings possess powers beyond comprehension, the ability to shift their shape and manipulate the very fabric of reality itself. Among the villagers, a young warrior named Kale listens intently. His eyes burn with a fierce determination. He hears the fear in his people's voices, sees the terror in their eyes, and a resolve hardens within him. If these vampires truly exist, then it is his duty as a warrior to hunt them down and rid their land of this evil once and for all. As the debate rages, a mysterious figure emerges from the shadows. A lone wanderer named Selene, her eyes glittering with a wisdom that seems far beyond her years. She speaks with a quiet authority that silences the crowd. The vampires are real, she tells them, and they pose a danger unlike anything they have ever faced. She has seen their dark deeds firsthand, and she has come to offer her help in defeating this ancient evil. Though they are skeptical at first, the villagers are swayed by Selene's unwavering conviction. They see the truth in her eyes, and the strength in her posture. They agree to join forces with her and Kale, embarking on a daring quest to confront the vampires that prey on the innocent from the darkness. And so, their perilous journey into the heart of the unknown began. It was a battle not just for their village, but for the very soul of humanity itself. Armed with little more than sharpened wooden stakes, crackling torches, and a fierce determination, the small group sets out into the uncharted wilderness. The forest is alive with whispers and shadows, a labyrinth of ancient trees where unseen dangers lurk around every corner. As they press deeper into the heart of darkness, the true extent of the vampire's power and cunning becomes terrifyingly apparent. These creatures were not merely monsters from frightening stories told around a fire. They were formidable adversaries, intelligent and strategic, with an insatiable thirst for blood and a hunger for chaos. They were the apex predators of this brutal world, and Kale's band of hunters had just walked into their domain. Kale, Selene, and the brave villagers find themselves in a series of harrowing encounters. They are ambushed in narrow ravines, stalked through moonlit clearings, and besieged in makeshift shelters. Their courage and resolve are tested to the absolute limit as they face off against these immortal foes in a desperate battle of wills and strength. Each clash is a brutal, visceral struggle for survival. The air is thick with the scent of pine and blood, the night filled with the clash of stone against bone and the shrieks of both monster and man. Amidst the chaos and carnage, the true nature of the fight begins to shift. Alliances are forged in the heat of battle, tested by fear and loss, but betrayal also finds its way into their ranks, a poison that threatens to tear them apart from within. Destinies become intertwined in ways both tragic and triumphant. The lines between hero and villain start to blur as the true, complex nature of the vampire menace is finally laid bare. These were not just mindless beasts. They had their own history, their own society, their own queen. The journey leads them to the heart of the vampire's lair, a vast, subterranean cavern dripping with ancient malevolence. Here, in a climactic showdown, Kale and Selene must confront the vampire queen herself. She is a being of immense power and terrifying beauty, the progenitor of her kind. This final, epic battle will determine the ultimate fate of the village and perhaps the world beyond. Standing before the monstrous sovereign and her legion of night stalkers, Kale raises his spear. He looks to Selene, a silent understanding passing between them. He turns to the few remaining villagers, their faces grim but resolute. "We stand together," he declares, his voice ringing with unshakable purpose. "United in our cause, we will not falter. We will not yield. The time has come to face our darkest fears and emerge victorious." With a primal roar that echoes through the cavern, Kale and Selene charge into battle. Their weapons flash in the dim, otherworldly light as they clash with the vampire queen and her minions in a desperate, final struggle for survival. It is a whirlwind of motion, A dance of death, where every move could be their last. As the dust of the titanic struggle begins to settle and the echoes of battle fade into the night, the fate of the world hangs in the balance. The forces of light and darkness have collided in a final, cataclysmic confrontation, in a breathtaking moment of sacrifice and redemption, a moment that will be seared into memory for all time. Chaol delivers the killing blow to the Vampire Queen, a desperate, final act that banishes her back to the shadows from whence she came. With their queen destroyed, the remaining vampires screech in terror and flee into the depths of the earth, their reign of terror shattered. As the first light of dawn breaks over the horizon, its gentle rays piercing the gloom of the forest, the survivors emerge from the darkness. They are bloodied but unbowed. The immediate threat of the vampires has been vanquished, but the scars of the battle, both seen and unseen, will forever mark their souls. In the aftermath, as the village begins to heal, Chaol and Selene prepare to depart. They bid farewell to the villagers, their enigmatic gazes hinting at a future filled with untold adventures and new challenges yet to come. Selene turns to them one last time. "Remember this day," she says, her voice soft but strong, "for it is a testament to the strength and resilience that resides within each of you. The darkness may always linger on the edge of the light, but together we can face any challenge that comes our way." As Chaol and Selene disappear back into the forest, their forms blending into the familiar shadows, the villagers watch in awe and gratitude. They know that they have been forever changed by the epic saga of the Stone-Aged vampires. The world is different now. They are different. The sun rises, bathing the village in its warm, golden light, heralding a new day for a land forever altered by the heroic deeds and profound sacrifices of those who dared to stand against the darkness. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more epic tales from the dawn of time.